Hey guys, and welcome back. So today's video is going to be a first impressions video, and it is going to be on a new mascara to me. I know I'm a little late on this bandwagon, but it is on the new Maybelline mascara. This is the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Volume Mascara. So it looks like this. Again, I am a little bit late on the bandwagon, like I was saying. This is in Blackest Black, of course, and I haven't used this mascara at all. Obviously, I haven't even opened it. I haven't really even seen too many reviews out there. I think I've seen 1 or 2 reviews, but I didn't really watch them. I wanted to try this bad boy out myself before I watch other reviews and possibly may get swayed in one way or the other. So instead of having this long drawn out intro, we are just gonna get started. I'm gonna zoom you guys in real quick. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have only eyeshadow on my eyes. I don't have any mascara or any eyeliner, anything black. I used lots of colorful colors today. And if you guys are interested to know what's on my eyes, it is the Wet n Wild Fergie, and it is the 5 eyeshadow pan, and this is in Photo Up. So this is what it looks like. This was actually my first time using it, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was my first time and I was just kind of playing around. I had some extra time. The kids were sleeping, so why not? This is the washable mascara, so the non-waterproof. I did not get the waterproof. It says, introducing Lash Sensational, our unique open fan brush and fresh liquid formula, capture and volumize lashes from root to tip. Number 1, use inner curve to reach the roots of lashes. Number 2, follow through tips of lashes with longer bristles to fan out. So basically using the shorter side to really get into the root and the longer side to fan everything out. So you guys all know that I love Maybelline mascaras. I really like the Pumped Up Volume one, and I really like the Colossal one. Right now, my favorite mascara has been the Rimmel Argan Oil mascara. That's just the one that I've been going for lately. And so I'm excited to see if maybe this could be a new love of mine. So let's go ahead and check the brush out. Okay, so this is what the brush looks like. It looks like the longer bristles are on the bottom and the shorter bristles are on top, and the shorter bristles kind of go in a curve, so it's more like a half kind of circle almost, but not as prominent. And I'm sure you guys already know a lot more about this mascara than I do, since this is my first time, and I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of reviews already on it. So I am going to just start applying the mascara, and of course comparing the 2 different eyes. You'll see what I'm talking about when the video continues. So I'm just going to start applying with the short side and then continue on with the long side. And again, I did not get the waterproof mascara. I never use waterproof mascara. My eyes don't really water that much, so I never tend to lean to get waterproof mascara, not even during the summer. Okay, not so bad. So I'm gonna flip it over and use the longer side. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Again, I did want to say that I have not curled my eyelashes. I usually tend to curl my lashes depending on the mascara after. If the mascara is really heavy and weighs my lashes down, I like to do it before. But for this video, usually for first impressions, I do not curl my lashes beforehand because I want to show you guys the real effect of the mascara with actually not curling my lashes. I know some gurus curl their lashes first, and that doesn't really make sense to me sometimes. So let's go ahead and compare. So this is what the 1 coat looks like, and this is with no coats. Obviously, it's really hard to see my lashes because my lashes are really blonde, but so far so good. It seems like it is like a wet type of formula, which tends to weigh my lashes down quite a bit, but this mascara is a volumizing mascara, so I am going to give it a couple coats before I give my final opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 coat on this side, and then I'll do the 2 coats and we will compare the two. Okay, so that is with the 1 coat on both sides. It does look like it's giving me some volume, but not the volume that I would prefer. It's not really lengthening my lashes at all either, which of course it doesn't claim that it's gonna lengthen them, I don't think. Let me see. Okay, so it's just a volumizing mascara pretty much. It's just saying, yes, we're gonna volumize and fan out. So I'm assuming separating, so it's not a clumping mascara. I am noticing, since it is so wet on my lashes, it is clumping. So as you guys may be able to tell, I just feel like it's really, really wet. I'm gonna try not to blink because I know you guys give me a hard time when I blink and I'm trying to show you my eyelashes, but it just seems like a really wet formula. And so I think this mascara will be good after a couple weeks and it kind of dries up. Again, this is my first time using it, so it's the first time it's opened. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 coats on this eye and then compare the two. So again, I'm gonna start with the shorter and then go to the longer side. Okay, so that is 2 coats on this eye, and I can see a pretty big difference between the 2 eyes. I don't know if you guys can, but I definitely can. I could tell when I was putting the second coat on, the first layer was sort of dry, which I think really helps. And some people, it doesn't help, it clumps it up. But for me, and for this reason particular, it definitely, coated, it put more, so it seemed like my lashes are fuller when I put the second coat on. And when I went to the longer side, it really separated my lashes, like it was crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a close-up. So as you can see, they are separated for the most part. Again, it is a wet formula, so we'll just have to deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the second coat on the other eye. Okay, so I finished the second coat on this eye, and as you guys can see, my lashes are pretty volumized for the most part. Again, I have not curled my lashes at all, and they're looking pretty good so far. I can see it starting to build on itself, which is kind of making my lashes seem kind of clumpy. So we will go ahead, or I will go ahead and apply the third coat to this eye and then compare the two. With first impressions on mascaras, I usually tend to stick with 3 coats because I know a lot of girls and guys like to put a lot of mascara on their eyes. So I definitely want to give all those people a chance to see what it would look like with the 3 coats. I usually stick with the 3 coats. It depends on the mascara. Sometimes if I'm going for a natural look, I'll just do 1 quick coat just on my tip of my lashes and just make it look really natural. But for this video, I am going to be doing 3 coats. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just poked myself in the eye. That's why this eye is really watery, but I really like it. I mean, I can tell it's starting to build on itself. So I think 2 coats would probably be better. But as you guys can see, the volume is pretty good without curling my eyelashes. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the difference up close really quick, and then I'll go ahead and do this eye. Okay, so I finished applying 3 coats. 3 coats are on both eyes, and for the volumizing, I definitely think it is a good mascara. But if you do not like clumpy lashes, I do not think that you guys would like this. If you do not like wet formula mascara, I do not think you guys would like this. I'm going to show you guys my eyes one more time up close before I curl them so you guys can see what they look like. They definitely look like they have a lot of product on them. And so, I don't know, I'm kind of torn, but here it is up close. So as you guys can see, it does look a little clumpy, but for the volume, it does do a really good job. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for these 3 coats to fully dry, and then I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and tell you guys my final opinion. Okay, everybody, so I am back and I went ahead and curled my lashes, but it seriously took them forever to dry, and they weren't even fully dry before I did it, and it kind of pulled my mascara up a little bit. I have mascara like all over my hands. But for the most part, it does have a lot of volume in it, and it's kind of crazy. The only downside would be it kind of builds on itself a lot, so it is kind of chunky and just not natural looking. I think if you were to stick with maybe 1 layer, maybe 2 layers, it would look a lot more natural. But since I did the 3 and then went ahead and curled my lashes, it just looks really like chunky and spidery. But it does have a lot of volume, and it is something that I am going to continue to use. So overall, I do think it is a good mascara. I think it's going to be even better when a couple weeks have passed by and it gets that time to dry up a little bit, since it is so wet. But I do think it does a good job on volumizing. I also, when I was trying to wait for my eyelashes to dry, which I didn't do a really good job on that, but when I was waiting for them to dry, I also did my bottom lashes with the mascara, and I definitely think that it does the job, but I think I have better mascaras that can get to those little lashes a lot easier than this mascara. So like I said, I am going to still give this mascara a try. Is it my favorite? No, not yet, but like I said, if I give it a couple weeks and maybe it can dry up a little bit, it could become my favorite. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks, everybody.